Welcome back to Cape Quest, everyone. I hope you enjoyed our food-based adventures last time, because it's time for things to get serious. A quick trip to the fancy tent in the center of Varrock to get our fortune read reveals that the town is about to come down with a bad case of the returning demons, and we're the only thing standing between them and utter annihilation. Sadly, the slop of compromise will not get us out of this one. Instead, we're going to need to go find a magic sword. Pretty sure this is one of the release quests. Yeah, released January 4th, 2001.
But Graham, Dilrith is so scary.
Oh, yes. Wally doesn't sound like a very heroic name.
You haven't seen a very good Pixar movie then.
At the risk of outing myself, I actually have not seen Wally before.
That's actually really good. A little bit saccharine, a little bit, kiddie-ish, but that's just all Pixar movies. It's a really good Pixar movie.
That's fair. It has been a while since I have seen a really good Pixar movie.
We'll continue that trend and, I guess, go see Elementals, apparently.
Was that go see it or don't go see it?
Go see it. I heard it's... Yeah.
I was going to say, go see it so you can continue your trend of having not seen a good one in a while.
that makes sense. I was going to say, because I've definitely heard it is not worth the time.
Yeah, I've even heard it's, not bad. It's just, compared to other Pixar films, it's just complete garbage.
I mean, what do they expect when it just seems like they keep recycling the same ideas over and over and over? Specifically, we need the sword that the hero Wally used to kill the demon the first time, which means we'll need to go get 3 keys from 3 NPCs out in the world. We'll also need a very specific incantation that you can't mess up or you have to fight it again. Of course I remember the magic, the magic incantation. I definitely don't have pulled up on my second monitor when the time comes. I wouldn't do that. The first key is in the possession of Sir Pryson, or at least it was, but we'll get back to that in a moment. He's actually Wally's grandson, and Wally did such a great job of killing the demon the first time that he's been set up with a cushy night job that he doesn't really have to do too much for. Unfortunately, his key is currently in the drain outside the kitchen, so we're going to need to do something about that. You don't look up to much. Excuse me, sir. I have already beaten a black demon, which was already way stronger.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Have you seen your own character model, sir?
We're able to use a bucket of water to dislodge the key and send it down to the sewers, but we're going to have to come back for that one later. The second key is in the possession of Captain Roven, Sir Pryson's commanding officer. He's at first very blunt with us. He doesn't like Sir Pryson, and he thinks that he's gotten very soft given his guaranteed job, but once he hears the situation, he hands the key over as long as we promise that Sir Pryson will not be the one to take on the demon, which, of course, he definitely won't be. After clearing some space in my inventory, we go down to the sewer to grab Sir Pryson's key. I would just like to point out that that is something I would not have had to stop to do if it weren't for this lamp that is still taking up a spot in my inventory. It's not too bad yet, but it is a taste of what's to come. The final key is in the possession of Wizard Treyborn, and since I assume these wizard robes do not come with pockets, he keeps the key in a magical wardrobe he keeps shoved in a different dimension, and he needs 25 bones for the spell to get it back. Coincidentally, we just happen to be carrying 25 bones, so he summons the wardrobe, hands over the key, and we are on our merry way. With the keys in hand, we're able to get the sword Silverlight, which will allow us to take on the demon, and now it's time to do so.
Graham.
Yes.
Darklight isn't even better as far as stats.
Oh no.
They're both just steel long swords.
Why do they do this to us?
I don't know, but there's actually an extra upgraded level of Silverlight now.
Really?
Arclight requires level 75 attack.
Can't wait for Demon Slayer 3. Alright, well, let's do this. There he is.
Should I have brought food?
Is it hitting at all?
I haven't even gotten through the cutscene yet.
There we go. How much? I'm sorry, this thing only has 7 health?
It died.
What do you mean this thing only has 7 health? Yes, unfortunately for Denath and the other Dark Wizards, Silverlight causes the demon to have less health even than a level 1 character, and he went down without a fight. We quickly repeat the banishing incantation that I definitely had memorized and did not need to pull up on a second screen, and that is quest complete. Of course, Denath did get away, but don't worry, we'll be seeing him soon. Our next quest sees us running off into the desert again, so after spending some time gearing up and with entirely too much cake in our inventory, we head that way.
Oh yeah, guys, make sure to bring 10 gold for the toll, because none of us have done the Prince Ali rescue, definitely.
I mean, if we're starting from Varrock, you can just run through the hole in the fence, like through the north fence. And
Trying to brag that he's already done Prince Ali rescue.
we'll get around to that in like 3 months. I'm sure Prince Ali will be fine.
It was
Yeah,
so easy for me to rate.
Yeah, that stupid kid could stay locked up. Who cares?
Yeah, that is something that cracks me up, is really early we get all the gear for, like, all the stuff we need for it, and then you just do not do it for the longest time.
I got it.
I don't understand. We talk to Father Reen, who tells us that a cult has taken up in the ruins of Uzer with the intent of summoning the demon Agrith Nar. Of course, rather than stop the demon, Father Reen has the clever idea to summon it and then kill it ourselves, since we do have Silverlight, of course. That'll require us to infiltrate the cult and get them to trust us enough to help in the ritual, but, that shouldn't be too difficult for people like us. Hang on, I just noticed the message you sent in chat, Alex. Why do they call it Rune Longsword when you of in the cold ore of hot outwield? I beg your pardon.
It's fine.
If you know the rune, it's funny. If you don't, or if you know the meme, it's funny. If you don't know the meme, suffer.
Yeah, I don't know the meme, and I'm suffering. Inside the ruins, we find Evil Dave, who takes one look at us in our 3 pieces of black clothing and our Silverlight, which has been dyed black with mushroom juice, and says, "Yes, perfect, you must also be evil," and lets us in. Once we're inside, who should we run into again but Denath, who asks for our help in summoning Agrith Nar as one of the other cultists by the name of Yosef has run away. He's a demon summoning cultist. What is he doing at a celebration for the Duke of Lumbridge?
That outfit is totally evil.
For context, yes, this is the exact same Evil Dave that we have to save during Recipe for Disaster. Like any good social club, the first thing that we need to do is introduce ourselves to everybody. We get the stuff that we need to really be part of the ritual, and also we meet Matthew, who's having some doubts about this whole thing. He thinks there's something fishy about Denath, and apparently Yosef stole a book the night that he ran away. He wants us to find that book, just in case there's something in there to help stop this whole plan. We go talk to the golem because he's probably the only person who might have seen something, and he did in fact see Yosef running away. He hid the book in one of the kilns nearby shortly before Denath came out after him and killed him. Surprise, surprise, the cult leader's kind of a jerk. It doesn't take us too long to find the book, which we take back to Matthew, and he notes it's a little weird that the incantation that Denath taught them is reverse of the one that's in the book, but he doesn't really have a chance to think much of it, because it's time for the ritual to begin. Yeah, this man joined a demon summoning cult, and I guess didn't expect the leader to be the kind of man to kill his own people. We help with the ritual as instructed, reading out the incantation we're supposed to, and it opens a portal. But Denath steps inside. And if you were putting money down on the incantation being reversed because we were actually sending something back to the demonic plane, then you're a winner. Turns out that Denath was Agrith Nar the entire time, and we just sent him back to where he's strongest, so things are about to get really messy for us. 2 of the cultists are killed off very quickly, but we're able to talk Evil Dave back into the sanctum to help with the summoning ritual. Outside, the world's taken a real turn for the worst, or maybe just an average day in California, so we need to hurry things up. Father Reen agrees to help, given that we're still trying to kill Agarth Nar, and after a little coaxing, the golem agrees to help too. So, with everybody together, we resummon him to the world and get ready for our final confrontation. There he is.
The boy.
And while we didn't get a pull up, Matthew died. Agarth Nar is a very challenging fight, especially for low-level characters like us. In fact, on a normal playthrough, I wouldn't even do this fight until considerably later when we could protect from his melee attacks and just beat him in a stand-up fight. We can't do that though, and we need to get this done. An average hit from his magic does about a third of our health, so we have to abuse the fact that his melee hits are slower than ours, which looks a little something like this. The entire fight lasts a nerve-wracking 8 minutes, and if you make mistakes in that fight, you very easily could die. But we didn't, and as soon as Agarth Nar goes down, that is quest complete. And that brings us to the end of our little demon-slaying saga for now. There will be other demons to fight, but not for quite a while. Thank you so much for your time with this video. And as always, you can catch us live on Twitch every Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time over on my Twitch channel, and you can subscribe to the YouTube channel and hit the notification bell to get notified whenever a new video comes out. Be sure to tune in next time where we are lumberjacks and we're okay. And until then, I hope you have a great week, and I will catch you in the next video.